one stunner. She curved me back then, came back, so I swung her. I ain't going out like those.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Green fires quickly to White. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's the fullback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Green. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Green. It's caught. This is White. White's numbers from a week ago. 7 catches, 88 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And his pass incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's complete to White. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. Fulton, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Green. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mueller. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. Green. Throw left side complete. That's Mueller. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
On first down, Fulton. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked #9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, #9's a good number.
A gain of 3, second down. Now, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. They go play action. Young. And shedding through the tackle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Off play action. Church. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Green. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mueller, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Green. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. From the gun, Green. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Green. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Green. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Church. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And to give this time to the tailback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got White here. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Fulton. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Green. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Church.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Church. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Green. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. The throw taken in by Cole. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Green. Over the middle, complete. That's Mueller.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Green to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, Church. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Church. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Church. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Looking to throw. Green. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the state of Texas. An AFC South matchup between Jacksonville and Houston. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jaguars trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints just could never turn the corner this year, but they could get to 6-9 with a victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Young. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now the try here for the point after. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Green looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Young. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Freeman again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's the fullback with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front and make it now a pair of touchdowns for the big man out of the backfield.
I'm not sure this was in the game plan, but boy, it's working to perfection. And I know one person has a big grin on his face now, and that's that big guy has found his way into the end zone twice in this game.
Extra point attempt to come here. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Green. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mueller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Running right, this is Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd and 2. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Green. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd down at 4.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Young. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Fulton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Fulton. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead
and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Green throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Looking to throw. Green. He finds his man. Complete. That's Cole. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And they'll indeed take a knee. On second down, Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Broncos,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.